Hello friends, thank you for watching this video. I am Mohamad, and in today's video it's going to be a bit different. We're not going to be really going into .NET stuff. Basically, I'm going to tell you why I have not been able to do these regular videos or basically .NET videos for the last couple of weeks or 2 to 3 weeks. In essence, I have been learning how to develop with Swift, and my goal is to actually deploy an application to the App Store. So for the last 2-3 weeks, I have been learning Swift and basically trying my best in order for me to have an application on the App Store. The application that I created is fairly basic. It's gonna be an application that basically for Formula One, and the application goal is to actually track Sir Lewis Hamilton points over the current season, show some of the records that he currently have, as well as show some kind of biography and some of the philanthropy work that he currently has. So and through also this video, I'm gonna share my journey into how did I make this application deployable and the different steps that I took. It's gonna be very high level, and in essence, if you like this types of video, please let me know, and I'll make sure I'll make a video in depth about this and every single step that I took and every single resource that I use in order for me to learn and get to this point. I hope you really like this video. Please like and share and subscribe. It will really help the channel. Now, let's get started. So we're gonna start today by actually seeing the application that I have built, go through it, and then we're gonna be discussing the process that it took me on how to start this application, the development of the APIs, and then actually connecting it to the mobile as well, and then deploying it, and then having a ready product. So let's get started. First of all, we're gonna run the application inside the simulator, and let's run it from here. So if you know anything about me, I'm a huge Formula One fan, and basically this application pays tribute to the greatest driver of all time, which is Lewis Hamilton. And basically this application summarizes the recent F1 season with all of the points that the driver have got, as well as a different bio about the actual driver, some of the philanthropy work that the driver does, as well lastly some of the configuration section or the about section of the application. So as we can see here, first of all, let's go back to the home page. We can see here we have an application called Team LH, which is basically Team Lewis Hamilton. We have Sir Lewis's icon, and then once we click on it, it will open our application. And we can see here first we got the points that Sir Lewis have gotten, as well the construction point for Mercedes. As well, we're going to see the next round, which is the next race, which is going to happen with the dates. And then we're going to see some of the world records that Sir Lewis has, from championship to wins to podium to pole and fastest lap. So that's going to be the first page. The second page is going to be the about, where we can see like a brief bio about Sir Lewis's achievements. And then we're going to go through the Mission 44, which is the organization that Sir Lewis has created. And then lastly, we're going to see the configuration section, where we're going to be seeing an about page as well as a feedback page. So basically, this is a very small application. While I was trying to learn iOS development, I thought that I'm going to learn how to build an application, and then I'm going to take an idea from, I'm going to take this idea from actually an idea to an actually deployable app. The app will be available later this week on the App Store if you're interested in downloading it, and if in case you do, please give me a 5-star review. And this is going to be version 1 of the application. So now that we have covered what is the application and how does it work, the next step for us is going to be actually how did we actually build it. So first of all, we're gonna go in a general overview, and then once we have covered that, we're gonna go bit by bit into more details. So let's go to our web browser, and we're gonna be utilizing draw.io in order for us to map our application. So first things first is, in order for us to build a mobile application, we need 2 things. Actually, we need 3 things. We need the mobile application itself, which is in our case an iOS application, so we need a Swift application. And then we're going to need an API where we're going to be actually processing this information from. And lastly, we're going to be, needing somewhere where we can actually deploy the application or deploy the API. So in order for us to do that, what we have is, first of all, we have utilized Xcode. This doesn't have an icon for Xcode, so let's bring this. And we can see here, or we can say iOS. Do you have anything for iOS? Nothing I can see. If I put iPhone, okay, they have a picture of an iPhone. So for example, let me take this. So what we did here is first we have built the mobile application. So that's the first step in Swift. We have started building the mobile application. Then we have connected this mobile application to an API. Let's get an icon for an API. And basically all of the information that this application is actually processing or actually getting is being pulled down from an API. And once that is done, what we're doing here is we are deploying this API to AWS. So let's see if they have an icon for Fargate. So that API is currently deployed to Fargate. And then here, this application is being deployed to the App Store. So these are the building blocks for our application. So as we said, the mobile application is built in Swift, and let me take you through it a bit through the source code. So we can see here that this is our main application. We have 4 different screens, and every screen is actually linked to different pages. And basically all of these will have built on a model view controller. And basically, because it's built on the model view controller, we are actually able to have a very much structured approach to what we have currently in our browser or a web application. So I'm not gonna go through how I actually built all of that, how everything is connected, just a quick overview. But all we need to know is basically this application is built on Swift, and basically all of the information is being connected to an API. So the next step is the API is actually built on .NET 6. And basically we are utilizing all of different services that AWS provides. So we are utilizing, let me add the information here. So we are utilizing RDS, which is our database to store some of the information here. So our information is basically in RDS. And on the other hand, what we're also doing is we are utilizing a load balancer. So the application is protected by a load balancer. Let's make it nice. And the next step is we are protecting actually our load balancer by connecting it to a actually we're connecting the load balancer to our domain, so to our DNS. Okay, let's put this one here. Okay, so in essence, this is going to be the main structure. So our API is built and then it's deployed to Fargate, and the way we are deploying it here, we are using containers. So basically this application is being built through a Docker image, and then what we're utilizing is utilizing AKS, which is going to be our elastic container ECS. Let's see. So here, this is our elastic container registry, ECR, excuse me. We're utilizing ECR, which is our container registry. And let's make this like this. So basically, the first thing is we build this image, we build the Docker file. Once we build it, we push it to an ECR. Once we push it to an ECR, which is a container registry where all of the images lives, we are pushing this to Fargate. Once we push it to Fargate, it's actually being provisioned, and we can actually access it through our DNS. And here the application, basically, once the application wants to connect, it will actually connect directly through here. It will not connect directly to the API. So this line here could be something like this. Let's do it like this. Okay, so the main reason that I'm actually explaining how to actually build this is because there's a lot of misconception of when actually try to build an API or basically build a mobile application that you need to know everything from the get-go, which is not the case. So as a personal experience when it comes to doing this, I had never actually built an iOS application from A to Z, and I have never done this in a way where I can actually deploy it to the App Store. So the last 2 weeks, and this was the main reason why I'm not posting my regular videos every week, is because I was really focusing on building this application and strengthening my Swift knowledge. So the reason that I'm speaking about this right now is everything that you want to do is actually going to take a lot of effort to learn. And although this effort first is going to sound or is going to seem like a mountain that you are climbing, actually once you start get to know and actually start facing some of the initial problems when you're actually learning something new, it's going to get easier with time, because basically you're going to be actually building that knowledge and actually taking that knowledge in order for you to build the application or build whatever you want to get further. There's nothing actually stopping you from actually getting there except the consistency to learn. I know it's not an easy thing. No, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of commitment, but trust me, the effort is the result is worth the effort. So I don't want to ramble a lot about this topic, but I just want to mention this, that when it comes to actually building a mobile application or building anything, actually the investment in learning is something gonna be really required, and basically you really need to actually go through with it, even if it's half an hour a day, 20 minutes a day. Those will build up. And I can speak to myself about myself, like almost 2-3 weeks ago I had almost never did anything regarding Swift. I did with Objective-C but not with Swift. And right now, basically, with the Swift, I'm actually have an application which hopefully is gonna be in the App Store later this week. So this is the main structure of our application. I'm gonna take you through a bit of the API itself, because at the end, this is a programming channel. So let us open Rider. So basically here, let's close all of these. We don't really need them. So as we can see here, that we can currently see we have certain levels of API endpoints, different controllers that we can utilize, and basically all of these are basically controlling the application itself. And everything here is built on .NET, and we can see here that the application is formed of different class libraries. So we have an API, we have a common, we have a data service, and we have entities. And this is the initial version. I'm trying to add more ideas to it as we go. And this is basically the idea that I wanted to share. And lastly, let's go through one of the application once again. To be honest, I'm very proud of this application. Is everything here is actually, although it's being requested directly from the API, and everything is being dynamic, and it's not as easy as it sounds to make it dynamic from the get-go. Everything here is basically fall within, because we're utilizing the MVC framework within iOS, and we have the MVC framework on web. Everything will actually fit together properly because we have already the same concept on web. We are implementing the same concept in mobile, although the language is a bit different and the way we approach stuff is a bit different, but the same concept of how we have a model and a controller and a view and everything, how to fit together, is going to be the same thing. So I hope this video, if you're not expecting if you were expecting code, I'm sorry for this. I just wanted to share with you why I haven't been uploading videos for the last couple of weeks, and basically what I have up to. and I would really appreciate any feedback regarding this. And hopefully the next step is I'll be learning how to build application with Kotlin and actually build the same application on Android and see how we can get from there. Because at the end of the day, no one should be, everyone should be actually trying to enrich their utility belt with a different languages, different framework. Even if I'm not gonna be a full-time mobile developer, it's good for me to understand how everything works in order for me, in case something comes to me, I will be able to actually understand how everything works and I can put the ideas together. So in essence, thank you very much for watching. I hope this application, or basically this video, has gave you some knowledge about how to build a mobile application when it comes, at least from a generic point of view, how are we structuring it, and why I haven't been uploading videos for the last couple of weeks. Again, thank you very much for watching and have a good day.